enough with the 2-year duration, enough with the worldwide recognition. I think you have already known some facts about A-levels if you have done reading all those articles online. So the question is, should you do A-levels? Well, I really can't give you guys a straight up yes or no answer in this video, but I can tell you guys what it's like to do A-levels. Yep, I just finished my A-levels in this major exam series, and most of the stuff that I'm gonna share in this video is based on my personal experiences, but I'll make this as unbiased as possible. If you're watching this video, maybe you have finished your IGCSE or whatever your previous education background is, you're thinking of doing A-levels. So I really hope this video reaches the right audience. So the first thing we should consider is your end goal. What's your goal after finishing A-level? I mean, yeah, most of the students will answer they want to get into good universities, but can we make it more specific? Yes, A-level is widely accepted, but the university that you really want to go, A-level isn't the main qualification that the university is accepting, then you might consider other options. If I have to give you guys an example, let's just say you really want to get into good top universities in Singapore like NUS or NTU. In their websites, they explicitly say that they prioritize Singapore GCE A-level students, polytechnic graduates, and IB students. If you're doing A-level but not Singapore A-levels, don't you think you might be a little bit disadvantaged? I'm not saying you can't apply. You still can apply, but check out the website, check out the country and university that you really want to go. If A-level isn't the main qualification, then you might consider other options. Since you're doing A-levels for university admission, your pacing, the timeline you take the exam, and the subjects you choose will all depend on it. Sometimes it could really be frustrating because we're international students. We also have to take standardized tests, language proficiency tests alongside A-levels, and also do extracurriculars. It sometimes feel like you're not learning to gain knowledge or skills. You're just studying to sit an exam. It really is frustrating in the long way. There could also be a minor group of people who would say, hey, I really want to do A-levels because this is really what I want to do, you know? To be honest, I actually envy those people because I think it's not easy and common for a 17 or 18 years old to actually know what they want to do in their lives. For me, I didn't really have that, vision, so I didn't have that much learning satisfaction because A-level only requires you to take 3 subjects. 3 subjects is minimum. If you take 3, then you pass. So for those people who know what they want to do, let's just say they want to major in computer science, they would take computer science or maths, physics. They surely know what they want to take. So it's not that confusing for those people when it comes to choosing subjects. And I feel like there could also be more learning satisfaction for those people. So that's how each individual's A-level experience differ. Yeah, so think of your end goal. Second thing is, of course, budget. We can't really leave it out. And I would say budget is a non-negotiable factor. You can't really do anything if you're broke. You can't really think of other options if you're broke. Okay. I would say A-level is one of the cheapest compared to other grade 12 qualifications like OSD or IB. So it's not that bad when it comes to budget. And budget differs depending on the country, the subject you choose, and the school you are attending. So it's the cheapest. Of course, it's the cheapest if you do it in your home country. I'll make a separate video on how to choose the right A-level school. So stay tuned for that too. Next thing would be duration. Of course, trust like OSD is much more appealing because they only take 10 months. I also was dreaded to do A-levels at first, considering it would take me 2 years. But when I started doing it, I realized that the 2 year is a whole 2 years of workload, not underestimating or overestimating it. And I also saw a bunch of posts online that said you could do A-level in like 3 months. You could do it. You can actually. It all depends on the subject. the learning style you practice, and the foundation you have, which varies for each person. Let's say you take hard science subjects like bio and chemistry, which are really content heavy and needs a lot of memorizing. I would say 3 months is quite impossible. For me, I self-study statistics 3 in like 10 or by the max 15 days. It was possible because it's so yes, in short, 2 years is the standardized duration, but you can make it short. It's just that the shorter the duration, the more workload, the more stress. If you can handle it, that's fine. I did it in 1.5 year. You can even do it in even a shorter time. Who knows? Okay, so lastly, I'll briefly talk about the pros and cons of doing A level so that you can weigh the options. Pros would be it's very cost effective compared to other G12 and is globally recognized. And A level has modular exam structure, which gives you flexibility, and you can only take 3 subjects if you consider it as a pro. And cons would be sometimes you might not feel like you're actually learning. So learning satisfaction, it all depends on you and your circumstances. The worst thing is entirely exam based. No matter how hard you work during the academic year, the final results is the most important. You can't be sick. You can't. Your relatives can die. Everything must go out as planned, or you have to resit. It might take more time, and the workload is intense. I'm gonna tell you guys, it's really intense. It's not O-level workload is nothing compared to A-levels, and you can take a toll on your mental health if you are not careful with the stress and time management. Yeah. So should you do A-levels? Whatever you choose, just make sure it aligns with your goal, and just make sure you will do it till the end, because you don't want to quit halfway, right? So I hope this is all for this video. Maybe share your A-level experiences if you have done it, or maybe share me your worries if you're still deciding it. I hope to see you guys in my another talking video, and maybe another lifestyle blog, maybe, I don't know. Thank you for watching till the end. I'm finally back after all these. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in another video very soon. Thank you guys. Love you.